Over the last few days, we've been inundated with stories about stuff in the sky. First, there was the so called spy balloon, or the believed to be spy balloon, which was just hovering out there in the stratosphere. I don't know what sphere it was in. I don't know my spheres all that well, but I know that they said it was too high to be a danger to airline traffic. So that must have meant it was pretty high up there. Nevertheless, it was said to be of Chinese origin. It was said to be a spy balloon, and nobody was doing anything about it. They were saying, well, it can't do much damage anyway. It can't really pick up any information that a spy satellite couldn't already pick up. So, again, that raised the question of why it was there in the first place. The Chinese said, yes, it's ours, but it's a weather balloon that got blown off course. But that wasn't widely believed, of course. They eventually did shoot it down, but not after days and days of it being up there in the sky doing who knows what. And so that in itself was a very odd story. But since then, there have been other stories of stuff in the skies. There have been 3 other accounts of reported happenings in the skies, reported sights of unidentified flying objects. I mean, that's technically what they are. They're not identified. Nobody knows who they belong to or what they're doing up there. These other 3 stories were not claimed by any nation. So you had one. I'm just going by memory here because I'm not going to do like the news fag thing of just reading from a story. So you'll if you want that kind of information, go to a more fact and detail based source. I'm just sort of reflecting on the whole phenomenon and what it could mean. But what I do recall is that there was one object that they saw that was sighted up above the skies in Alaska, and this was said to be the size of a car, and it was low enough to be a potential danger to airline traffic. So it was up in northern Alaska. It had come over basically from the Arctic regions, and they sent some planes up to shoot it down. But that object was not identified as being from anywhere. They didn't know who or what it belonged to, if anyone. There was another one that was seen over the Yukon in Canada. Again, I think I'm getting my details right here, but you can fact check. Feel free to fact check me. There was one, as I said, over the Yukon that was shot down by American pilots, reportedly, and this was said to be cylindrical in shape. Cylindrical. But I don't remember. From what I can recall, I don't think there was any size given to, and that's something that's kind of been odd about all of these sightings. Is they've never said it's approximately 100 feet in length or 50 feet wide and 50 feet long and say 15 feet wide, or anything like that. They always just try to say, well, it's like 3 buses. That's what they said about the original air balloon. That was or the original so-called spy balloon. It was the size of 3 buses. I mean, why are they not being a little more exact? Why are they trying to make us picture other objects in relation to that object instead of just telling us technically, the length and width of the object? So the one that was shot down over the Yukon was cylindrical. Again, they don't know where it was from. They don't know why it was there. It was not claimed to be of Chinese or any other country's origin, and no other country has claimed it as being theirs. And they were going to look at it and examine what it examine the debris and see what they could learn. But I haven't heard anything about that. I doubt we will hear anything about that. I somehow just get that feeling. And then finally, there was something that was spotted again in Montana, in the same location where the first spy balloon was, alleged spy balloon, I'll just say, was sighted. Somebody saw a blip on a radar, which showed an object that was again low enough to be potentially risky for airline traffic. So they closed the airspace for an amount of time and sent some planes up there, but the planes went up there and said, no, we can't see nothing. So that blip on the radar, what was it? Was it just a glitch? So anyway, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 in quick succession. Stuff in the things in the sky, objects seen in the sky are apparently flying. They are crafts. Maybe it's not too. Maybe it's not overstepping. I don't think it is to say that they are crafts, because they seem to be moving in a way that suggests some method of getting from one place to another. But I just think this is really strange. I'm not saying I know what it is. I'm not saying I know what's behind it all, and I certainly don't trust any of the government sources that are reporting any of this. But you do if you think about things like Project Bluebeam, if you know what that is, where it's alleged that an alien invasion will be faked in order to, bring about certain goals that the powers that be want to achieve. That certainly comes to mind here, but again, these are just strange, seemingly random things, but what's weird is that they're all happening at once. Are they trying to make us apprehensive about the skies? Is it all just part of a psyop? I don't know. If so, what would be the purpose of that? I don't know. But it's interesting to see this all take place right now, and it's something to monitor, I think. And I certainly welcome anyone's ideas about what the hell's going on. Thanks for watching.